Today we're making Colombian coconut rice. I made my rice the traditional way using a fresh coconut and making my own coconut milk, but I have tried this recipe both ways and you can use canned coconut milk and get a similar result. Since I started with a fresh coconut, the first thing I'm gonna do is remove the flesh from the coconut and make the milk. Then I'm gonna use that milk to make my caramel. If you're using canned coconut milk, you're just gonna use 1 cup of that coconut milk and brown sugar or pure sugar cane, also known as piloncillo or panela. Making your own coconut milk is definitely a process, and I tried both ways and I think the results are pretty similar. So next time I will just use the canned coconut milk. If you're able to find the pure cane sugar, I recommend you use that because it caramelizes a little bit better, but brown sugar, because of the molasses, works as well. So if you have piloncillo or panela, use that. If not, just use brown sugar. We're gonna add this to our coconut milk and then use that to make a caramel. This is gonna give our rice the color and that sweetness that is characteristic of Colombian coconut rice. Since I use a fresh coconut, it had a lot of the oil, so I removed some of that and left about 2 tablespoons in my skillet to toast the rice a little bit. But if you use canned coconut milk, you can skip this step. This is how your caramel should look like, and then you add your rice and toast it briefly until all the rice is coated in that sweet caramel. Then you're just gonna make your rice how you normally make it, but instead of water, you're gonna use more coconut milk. If you don't have enough coconut milk for the rice from the can, you can add a little bit of water. I usually do 1 cup of rice. I use jasmine rice and 1 cup of water, or in this case, coconut milk. The rice turns really fluffy and with that sweet and savory characteristic that is so good. Then I made some plantains or tostones, which is how we typically serve this rice in Colombia. We also serve this rice with some fish. I had some cod that I made in the air fryer, and that's what I'm gonna use for this rice. Honestly, this is so good I could just eat it on its own, but it is amazing with the rice, plantains, tostones. It is one of my favorite Colombian dishes. You can use any fish that you have, shrimp, or any other seafood, because the coconut just complements the seafood so well. Here I use a simple salad with tomatoes and onions, a half avocado, and a couple of tostones to finish my dish, and it was so good. I hope you give this rice a try.